On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. We are set to go. Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. Pushing his way through. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Come on, ready?
They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Operating from the gun, Morales. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Morales. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's into the hands of Iomanner. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
4 at the 50-yard line.
It's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Here's McCarthy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The Bengals at 10-3 on the year. They've been flawless these last couple months, winners of 9 in a row.
And let's give them a ton of credit, because in a league that's built on any given Sunday, any team can win. To run off this kind of a streak, this kind of a number, that's pretty darn impressive.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Sheds off the tackle. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Hey, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league. Their offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
More of the motion man right. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Morales. He'll find Metcalf. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play, move on.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Morales. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Morales. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a strong run that time as it's across midfield and down to the 43. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 12 yards that time at a Cincinnati 1st down.
At the 31-yard line.
To the air with McCarthy. Look at the big fella go. And finally marked down at the 23. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8 from the 23. Here's second down and 2. Cook up the gut. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The thing 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy. And that will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is Evan McPherson and the Bengal field goal unit. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. You talk about this Bengals defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Almost out-kicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bengals take over first and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. Now they'll audible to something else. Off the bootleg, here's McCarthy. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. Now, these two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visiting Bengals who came away with the victory in that one. So they'll look to take the season series now here at home in Cincinnati. Looking to throw McCarthy. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10.
Here we go, set. Rock on 80. Let's go.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Derek Harmon able to record his 5th sack of the season. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Jones on the return. That's a strong running. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10.
Ready? 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Off the play fake. Morales. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
A gain of 27 on the play. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll look to throw again. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and
2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here.
Here we go. Back.
Back to throw again. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down. Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Again, this is Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a tap forward by McCarthy on a touch pass. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. McCarthy off the play fake. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet, as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Staying on the ground with Washington. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This is brought in at the 21. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, McCarthy. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Hawk 70.
Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've got to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
The handoff out of the pistol, it's Washington. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
3rd down and 13. Back to throw. Morales. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Take it at the 37. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 48-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead. And they'll move it up to the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Going to run the toss here to Harris. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Morales. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Shamar Stewart able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taken in at the 22. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now McCarthy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Morales. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Ready, set.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Morales. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And, oh, that is going to be a safety.
Right now, they're just trying to get to halftime because they need a break. This game, it's been a shellacking in every way, and they just got driven backwards for a safety.
This is fielded at the 7.
It's a gain of 18. And the Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
At the 35-yard line.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. Nice move. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hicks. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 72.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. 11 yards for number 11. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterbury. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Cam Scatterbury, 14 yards. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start the drive in Washington. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And, look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
1st down, here's Scatterbull. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Ready?
Now a handoff up the middle. Hicks. And he stopped immediately there. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Let's go.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of... Back near their own 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
Come on, come on. Go.
2nd and 9 now. For Kenner here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Here we go, set. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Martin, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Well, that's going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second year.
They go play action here on first down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Washington. The 20. 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 47 yards. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Extra point forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Bengals 33, Steelers 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we
enjoy.
share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to be the pick.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Cowboy 80.
Looking to throw. Drew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now a run up the middle with Washington. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And we'll find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That's another Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. go. Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw. Morales. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it's second down.
Ready, break.
At the 14-yard line.
Set. Ready, ready.
On the give, this is Washington. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Morales. That is caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here we go.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
70, hop 70. Ready.
Jones is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Get it.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Harris is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable.
Go! 60 Eagle! 60 Eagle! Ready?
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers get a bit closer. Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bengals 33, Steelers 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Up the middle they go. It's Hicks. 20, 5, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Come on. Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Operating from the gun, Morales. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Brian Burns in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought two words for this ball game: methodical and predictable, and both of them came together.
So for the Bengals, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop their 10th game now to fall to 4-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.